All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? Let everyone kind of stream in here. Let's see. Change the name of this one. Are you guys getting notifications about this? It was a small crowd in the last one. No one knows when they get these. I think you have to turn notifications on somewhere. There's a button for it. I'll probably promote that next time. But let me just rename this, and then I'm going to show you what we're doing right here. I'm doing a little impromptu thing. And we're going to keep doing this YouTube stuff more and more, right? More and more content just going on YouTube, right? If you're not following YouTube, you don't get it, period. So we like you guys more, the people that are doing this. And I need to change this, right? Come on. All right, we're going to call up. I'm going to explain what's happening momentarily. Let me just rename it. We're calling the Des Moines Register. I'm not sure if you guys have been following this story. Shell Shocker just did it on Turtle Boy. I just got home from court, so I was able to edit it and put it up on the TV Daily News as well. If you haven't read it yet, I'm going to explain what's happening real quick, and then I explain what I'm doing. So, calling the Des Moines Register. All right. How many people we got here right now? Let's see. Where's this phone number? 508-367. I don't know that number. Come on. All right, there we go. All right, so we got 8 people watching. That sucks. That's freaking terrible. So people are just going to miss. I'm not even sharing this on Facebook. If you're not subscribing, sucks to be you. You're going to miss it. So here's what we're going to do right now. I'm not sure if you guys followed this story, the Des Moines Register, but there was this story out of Iowa. This kid raised, his name is Carson King. He's trending on Twitter, and he was at game day. Game day is this every week college football hosts wherever the big game is that week. They do an all-day thing there, and the kids all come down with their signs, and the signs are funny and shit like that, and you try to get on TV. So this kid's sign says, Busch Light Supply needs replenishing, Venmo me, Carson King, and he made like 40 grand, right, off of this sign. He could have kept it all, but instead he's like, that's a lot of money. I'm going to donate it to a charity. So he donated to this children's hospital, and Anheuser-Busch ended up seeing it because obviously they're getting free freaking advertisement. I mean, who drinks Busch Light except college kids, right? And so this is great advertisement for them. So they decide that they are going to partner with this kid and Venmo, and they are going to raise money for the hospital. They raise over $1 million in a little over a week. $1 million. So great, right? Awesome. Most people would look at that and be like, that's fantastic. A positive story for once. So what does the local newspaper, their version of the Turtle Grandma Gazette or Boston Globe, do? What do they do? They assign a reporter to this, and he's going to, his name is Aaron Calvin. Looks like, what do you call him? Metrosexual Eric Matthews. Where's metrosexual Eric Matthews? They're going to assign this kid Aaron Calvin to it, this reporter. He used to work at BuzzFeed, which tells you all you need to know about his journalism background. And what does he do? What does he do? He decides he is going to look into this old kid's tweets. That's what they consider journalism now. Like, that newspapers aren't dying because people don't want to read the news. It's because this is who they hire, and this is what they consider news. I mean, that's insane. For that to be your like instinct gut reaction to go after that, and they find some like racist stuff that he said or whatever, and you know, they were like Tosh Point oh stuff, right? It was literally quoting like a TV show. And he took him down, and the kid apologizes. And Anheuser-Busch then, right, decides that they're going to cut ties with him. They don't want anything to do with them anymore. That's how gutless these corporations are. They're the real problems. They're the ones encouraging this by giving these people exactly what they want. It needs to end. If I bought Busch Light, I'd stop, right? But I'm, a grown man, so I don't drink Busch Light. Anyway, they come up with a statement and they say, this is why we allowed this to happen. We made an editorial decision as a team to put this in there because they think that this is important for the public to know. For people who donated, they would want to know this. Why would they care? You think anybody donated to this kid because of his tweets? No. They donated because they wanted to help children. Think anybody wants their money back because of this? No. They said that this is a standard part of a reporter's work on a profile. That's it. That's what they consider standard now. This is what they're literally taught. Go through all of their tweets. Well, guess what, guys? There was a twist in this. There was a twist, right? Because as it turns out, when the mob really want to protect this kid, obviously, so they go out to the Des Moines Register and they go through the reporter's old tweets. And guess what? He's tweeted out a bunch of racist stuff too. He likes the N-word a lot. Read about it on the blog. It's explained. So here's what we're going to do right now. I'm calling up the Des Moines Register. All right. And there's only 10 of you here. So everyone else, you should probably hit that subscribe button and get the notifications because you're going to miss out on stuff like this. So we are going to call the Des Moines Register, but I need to think about something here, right? That can, let's see, like we need a lot. We need a scam here, guys. We need a story that we're going to feed them, right? About somebody, like a hot tip about old tweets. So let's think of something real quick. Let's think of something. What can we say? Who can we smear with old tweets? We got to be like, hey, we found, let's just go to the Des Moines Register right now and see what's on their website. Let's see. Des Moines Register. Let's see what there's on. Let's see if there's like a nice feel-good story we can destroy here. Let's try to destroy someone. This is literally what they do. I mean, look at oh my God, guys. The front page, meet Carson King, who's raised over $1 million for charity. They're pimping him out like a good guy, and then they're like secretly behind his back, we're going to destroy you. We're going to destroy you. Anything good here? Anybody good anybody nice we can destroy? Who's nice? Think about someone nice. Can you guys think of anyone? Like the Pope? Somebody? Let's see. I need your help, guys. Who can we destroy? Man, only 9 people. This is disappointing. All right, let's call up and say, I need recommendations, people. Give me a recommendation here. Who can we smear with old tweets? We're just going to call them up and tell them that. Let's figure it out as we go along. What's their number? Their tip line number? Who's somebody that's like universally good that everybody likes? How about we find, like, is there somebody local that's like raised money for charity recently or done something inherently good? Can you guys think of anyone local? And we'll be like, we got freaking dirt on them. Yeah, my audience does work. That's a good point. I know, right? That's a good point. All right. What's in the local news that you guys can think of? We got to think of someone good that we can destroy and just tell them we got tweets on them. Oh, how about we just make somebody up? We'll say there's this nun who is who just adopted a bunch of kids from Rwanda. And I went through her tweets and I found that she made a joke about Mexicans in 2011. And I think it's pretty newsworthy. Let's do that. Okay, I like that one. Trump Pelosi. You guys aren't thinking, man. Trump Pelosi. You don't think you're missing the point. Trump Pelosi. People have gone through Trump and Pelosi's tweets. We're trying to smear random good people. That's the lesson here. That's what the media does now. They smear random good people. So let's call them up. 515-284-8065. Let's call them up. Hello? Is this the Des Moines Register? Is this the tip line? I can't hear you. I have to call you back. I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Where's that? Where's it at? Oh, here we go.
Des Moines Register, this is Teresa.
Yeah, is this the tip line?
This is the newsroom of
Yeah.
the Des Moines Register.
Okay,
Can I help you?
I have a potential news tip I want to give you guys.
I'm ready.
Okay, so there's a nun from Des Moines who just recently adopted two kids, brought over two kids from Syria, refugees, and brought them in. But I went through her Twitter account and I saw in 2011 she said something that is pretty offensive, or at least I consider pretty offensive towards Mexicans.
And what is her name?
Her name is Sister Ann Clary.
I'm sorry, can you spell her last name
Yeah,
for me?
Sister Ann Cleary. Cleary. And she, like I said, she's doing a nice thing and all by taking these kids in, because they might die in, Syria or whatever. But I can't get over the tweets from 8 years ago. You know what I mean? It's just horrible to see that anybody would speak like that on Twitter about Mexicans.
And so how do you feel that connects to her adoption?
Well, it doesn't, but that's the kind of story you guys do, right? You just see somebody doing something nice and you decide that you're going to just go through all their old tweets, right?
So is your tip about Sister Ann Clear?
Yeah, it's about her.
Legitimate, sir?
Yeah, it's about her tweets. The inappropriate things, not like recent tweets, like they were like 8 years ago, but we are still responsible for the things, right? That we said 8 years ago, aren't we?
Well, I think we all have a past.
I know, but you guys just put out a story about that kid that raised all that money for the children's hospital, and then you went through his old tweets, right?
That's the standard journalism practice.
Right.
You do
right. No, totally. And so I've done.
Character?
Yeah. So I'm giving you a tip because this is the same thing. She's essentially done the same thing. She did something that was inherently good in adopting these kids, these Syrian refugees. But she also it's standard to go through her tweets. So I thought you'd like to know that so we can expose her for the things that she did, even though it's not. And I know it's not really related to what we're talking about, to the story. But that's standard. That's standard journalistic practice. No.
And so, do you know which church she's attached to here in Des Moines?
I believe it is Saint Agnes. Or no, is that I forget the name of it, to be perfectly honest. I have to look it up. Have you ever said anything racist or offensive before?
I'm sure I have not.
You sure about that? Do you have a Twitter account I can go through, or?
My name is Teresa Albertson.
Okay.
I'm from Ames, Iowa, and you are welcome to look me up.
Okay. Do you have a Twitter account?
I do.
Okay. And how far back does it go?
I don't know. Quite a ways, I think.
Okay, and
you are welcome to jump on there and find me.
Okay, excellent. So, are you guys going to do the story on Sister Ann and things she said about Mexicans, or no?
We certainly take every tip that we receive seriously, and we can look into it.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So there you heard it, guys. That's the mainstream media right there in a nutshell. That's how the mainstream media operates. I came to them. And I said, here, I got this story, right? I got this story about this kid, this racist kid, this racist, hypothetical Sister Ann Cleary. You like that name? So Sister Ann Cleary, she looks like she's doing good because she's, saving Syrian refugees, bringing them on over, right? And that's great and all, but hey, rules are rules, right? We need to go through her old tweets. And you heard what she said. What'd she say? Well, what does that have to do with her adopting the kids? Exactly! So anyway, I did this to prove a point. I feel like our point's been proven. Make sure you are subscribing to our channel so you never miss a live show like this. We're going to do crap like this all the time. And only people that get to see it are people that subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right? Peace, Doritis.